Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you all for joining me, all of the new viewers, and big thank you to all the subscribers out there. Sorry I've been a bit quiet and I lack of content, but I've been testing this new version of Out of Ore. And yeah, we're in the new map for the mining town. And as you can see, that's the standard pay point in the background there that I'm pumping dirt into at a rapid pace. Because bearing in mind we've been testing, obviously level 32, I haven't started playing this in the last few hours. There is a little bit of work gone into this. That's the biggest loader that I've got out. In the proper way, there's been no cheating, this is a career game. So I have just worked the game and got to this point in about 2 to 3 days since this version came up, really to the polish that it's at the moment, and I think it is quite polished. I kind of like it. I was a bit dubious at first about workbenches and hand tools and that kind of thing, but I think we're there. I really do. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to stick with the public thing for the next week or so, do some videos and get us a few things explained. The first thing to explain is that the bottom toolbar has changed. You now have 1 to 0, and this means it's fully customizable. You can put what you like in there instead of having those 4 arranged to either side locked down, which is kind of nice. So map screen, still the same, but a bit of a rearrangement. I do wish it would zoom out more and have some home on you functions and that kind of thing, but we'll get there with it. Anyway, so it's now arranged with the garage here, which contains my LW500 and the roller, or compactor, whichever way you look at it, depending on where you're from, and my big vehicle, which is currently in the mine. The third one, the weather, I keep on setting it to clear sky and it keeps going back to automatic. I think I might have to point that one out, but yeah, the map screen's all good. You can move around, you can change your SOS location. I'll be going here in a minute. Shop screen has been rearranged slightly. You can buy resources and materials, oil, water, logs, and all of these can be used to complete the new missions, which is kind of handy. We also have parts. These don't apply to anything yet, but are used. I think this one's used in one of the missions, but eventually I think the aim is for maintenance of vehicles and that kind of thing. And here we have your equipment. This contains your hand tools. Sledgehammer and axe are essential at the start of the game. Pickaxe and shovel also essential. Light you can do without. Detonator only if you need these explosives, which I haven't been using yet because I haven't got to the stonework yet. There's a load of spares down here for vehicles. GPS bits, all of those are in there. And then buildings. What it says on the tin, everything that you can buy for building. Be aware, these blocks are all kind of expensive now. And that's because under workbenches here, you can see there is a concrete mixer, and there is a wood workbench, and these, along with the steel roller, smelter and everything, can be used to actually make a lot of the blocks that you buy for building buildings, which can, I think, save you a lot of money in the long run. And all the production stuff is under production, fuel's under fuel, obviously. And down at the bottom here, these are the quest buildings that you can build. You can build a sell point, you can build the bank, you can build the store, so you can build your own little town somewhere, which I kind of like. I actually do kind of like that. So yeah, I've been going a bit nutty in this hole, taking out a lot of dirt. So this machine is chewing currently. It has a bad case of over dirt digestion. So yeah, the first thing you want to do in the inventory screen, there is quests here, there is stats, and there is comms, which I think is a multiplayer feature, or it's something to do with the quests, because in the quests there is building comm towers, which is what I'm going to go and do in a minute. So yeah, we'll go over and just see what this machine's found in amongst this lot. Okay, got some coal, got some more iron ore. Nice and handy, considering that was just dirt, pay dirt, and the little edges around the yeah, not doing badly at all. Yeah, just the edges of the sort of lithium and what looks like an aluminium ore seam. I don't think the one I thought was lithium, which is interesting. So yeah, in the inventory screen at the start game, when you're just starting out, take on the start cutting mission down here. And I say take that one on. I think I've got it already active. Because here, those of you who are viewing, quest completed. Chop another tree. Quest completed. How is this happening? How am I completing the quest again and again? Well, I've already got enough logs to complete the quest in my inventory. So that's a handy little one for you guys out there. And I'm sure I'm going to be hated by the other people who produce YouTube videos for letting that one slip. But I don't care. I've been cut out sometimes. So yeah, game on. Anyhow, down here is like the little mining town where you'll start the game, and I've put my respawn point to. And for the first of the missions, which is the Firewatch, which I've already done, you get to build this nice tower. So that gives you an idea of the scale of the tower against other things and where you might like to put it and what you might like to build around it, which is kind of handy. And to build that, you require, and I built this up here by the way, this isn't here, there is a workbench here, and under the production tab you convert tree logs into the wood beams and the planks, like so. And I've got some floor components there because I was going to use some wood flooring somewhere, but I've decided not to. And you can just build the watchtower there so it doesn't cost you any money, which is kind of handy. And what I am about to do down here with the next mission. So we'll go down to it, and there we go, activate the mission. Because I need steel rods, and I just happen to have built some. Like a Blue Peter presenter. There we go, quest complete. Now I need 8 electronics parts, and I'm going to be honest, it doesn't tell you anywhere which bit of equipment you need to build these, so I'm going to try this. And I'm just going to buy them. Ah, there we go. Just like that, you see. So now I can go grab these parts, because I don't know how many of these I need. Manufacture and build the cell tower. Okay. There's the cell tower, I've got all the bits. Drag it down into the production queue, and that'll show you a time of 53, 52 seconds. And it's building me the cell tower. Since I eventually want to expand out into here, I'm going to chop those down. And I could switch back to the wood chopping mission for that, but you can see how this works on the XP. XP is also carryoverable between games if you set up your company and everything. So you see it says JP Resources in the top right corner and level 32. If I start a new game under this company, then that will give me level 32 straight away, which means you can buy bigger equipment straight away. Kind of handy. I like it. I like the long-term sort of carryover of statistics like that in games. It makes me happy, and I'm not sorry for that. Okay. But yeah, as I say, these are the smelters, and I'm just using them as ore storage in a way. And up here you can choose what you're producing and how much you want to produce of it. So I've got 303 gold there, so I think the maximum is 99 still, but it doesn't matter because I've only got 300, so 3 blocks of that. And I've got loads of lithium, so I may as well have a set of lithium ingots, just for fun. All for chuckles, and here I've got an awful lot of coal stashed up. Yeah, a lot of coal stashed up, a lot of iron ore here too, which is kind of cool. This is why I need to expand, is because I think I need more smelters. So that I can have one just constantly running iron and another one constantly turning it into iron ore instead of what I'm doing at the moment. I'll run some steel. There we go. Those can go back in there. Going to sell those two, just like that. Give me a little bit of profit there. Probably not much though. Grab the cell tower. I can't actually see how much profit I'm getting. The recording window's over that, so like I can't actually see the money I'm earning. Just so everyone knows. That's why I'm a bit blurry on how much money's in the account. Yeah, I get a balance in the shop. Yeah, just broken a mill. Excellent. And I'm busily chopping down trees over here because I want to build the cell tower. And if you're going to build a cell tower, it should really be on a high point. But I don't want to go on that high point because I'm probably going to dig that high point away. I want it to be vaguely near the town. Yeah. I'm going to go here. Yeah, I like that Colgate flavour. It's good. Just means there's no signal in the mine from it. Never mind. So yeah, for sales and stuff, I did that a little quickly. I'm sorry about that. I'll just demonstrate it again with some. Yeah, I mean I've got gold coming out of my ears, so we'll sell that. So to sell stuff, you go into the purchasing window. Default button is P, or look at the trade shop and open it that way. And up in the corner here, there's two buttons. There's bank for borrowing money, and there's sell. Sell accesses your inventory. So anything in your inventory can now be sold. Down here you see I've got my gold bars. Sell some of them. And voila. Now that mission's done. So like the Firewatch mission, it should all be greyed out, which it is, which is very nice. And we've got Beyond the Horizon. Start by buying and placing steel CNC mill. Okay, we'll go with that. So going into purchasing, buildings, and workbenches. She wants me. Ow, 45 grand, what a stinger. So, we've got this CNC mill. I wonder if it will go upstairs. I don't care if it sticks out the roof. No, it fits quite nicely actually. I like that. Okay. 81 steel beams. Well, they're not made in that. Oh dear. I've got enough steel, so I'll just make 99 of them. So yeah, this is how the missions go, and you can jump around the missions as far as I'm aware, because I can jump back to the start cutting mission, like that. Go out with the axe, and since you don't really want trees around an antenna, it's not good electronically. Damages the signal. Area near me didn't have any signal because a microwave uplink got a tree growing in front of it up on a local piece of ground. Quite annoying for a little while. Not for me, but for those people. And when you wanted to ring your mates who were over there. They were really frustrating. So yeah, come back over the top of here and have a little look at how this machine is getting on. And the word is struggling, because it's still spewing material. Okay, so just open that container again. You can see I'm already getting more iron ore. This is why I need to open up this place and rebuild this machinery and do a few bits and bobs. So, but yeah, this attribute is great. This is the only video you'll be seeing it in. It's going to be quite a short one, because I think I'll end this video and upload it straight away, so we're near the upload date. I need a nice catchy title, because there's plenty of other YouTubers now covering out of ore, and they've all got thousands and thousands of subscribers, and I've got like 200. And we need to change the game on this, people. So if you like what I'm doing and the way that I'm doing it, feel free to let me know with a like or a sub, or even leave a comment on how I can improve. You know, I'm okay with constructive criticism. If you're going to leave a dislike, leave why, please, because like video development, I'm not an expert in making videos, and hints and tips always good. So as you can see here, just to fill you in on this area, at the start, this is sort of the dug area to about here where I'm walking. Everything from here I've cleared back with loaders, and it's quite tight to start with. You can work that little seam down there quite easily into there without building any equipment and make a bit of money, but if you want this big beastie, well, let's go into the vehicles, because in the excavator section down at the bottom here is some of the bigger beasties, and I haven't even got them unlocked yet. But they're hitting the mill. Wheel loaders are a different matter. They're nearly 2 mil for the big guy, and dozers likewise 1.5 mil for the big guys. 700 grand gets you the biggest of the small dumpers, but if you want to find the big dumpers, they're further down the list in this dumper menu. Don't get confused. And they start at 2.2 million, and they go up. I don't know how much this one even is yet. They've changed the values, but as you can see, it gets a bit crazy. Tunnelers are actually really reasonable, I think, at 500,000. I think tunneler combined with one of the smaller dumpers could be a very effective combo if you don't mind collapsing stuff on your head or having to build a lot of structural type things. So we'll just do a bit of digging to... I'm using the bulking mode, which I highly recommend. And since I'm getting rid of dirt, I may as well get rid of some more dirt over here. And you can just smooth your way along and really quite easily terraform. The game's running very well in my opinion. I had a little random crash during testing, but it wasn't repeatable, so might have just been a hardware glitch on my end. Might have been some kind of hardware software thing. I do play other games, and maybe I should do more restarts. Who knows? But yeah, it's all working out nicely. I have been across this area with a roller, or the compactor as it's known in the menus, and so that's smoothed this out wonderfully, as you can see. It gets a bit bumpy where you haven't done that, so just go in here for a bit more pay dirt, get that side of it rolling a bit more. As you can see, it cuts in smoothly about the depth of the bucket, and as you go into an overhang, it'll come to a halt. And what I'm doing here is sweeping up through the dirt on the top surface, and I think it deletes it. I'm not sure. But the loaders can be used to hack the way through terrain like that quite well. You can skim the dirt off the top without processing it. I'm processing it because I'm a tightwad Englishman who likes to make a profit on everything. That's just the way we are, you know. Can't help it, can't take it away, and it's probably what's going to save the world again, when everything gets hairy, like the media keeps saying. I won't talk about the state of the world, because the state of the world is a state, but this game is not a state. It is very nice indeed. And as you can see there, using that same sort of sweeping action, I just went straight through the dirt at the top, and judging by the colours going into that hopper, I think I'm getting the pay dirt off the bottom without really filling my bucket with dirt that way, so it seems to be working quite well. And pretty much the best way to proceed is not what I'm doing. Okay, just so you know, what I'm doing is advanced methodology for cutting a massive mine out quickly for video production. If you want a high profit per meter, I think the best way is what I'm doing over to the left. So over to the left here, I've been sort of cutting a thinner bucket deep sort of cut, and one of the key things with efficiency in bulking mode is not to overcut, but you can just gently skim into it like that. Take off a bucket's depth only, watch the bar on the bottom left, slowly increase the fall. That's that yellow bar with the pickaxe next to it, and just back up straight away as soon as it gets near the top, back up. And that way you won't erase any of your valuable sort of yield resources, like the lithium that I believe this is. Though it may be aluminium, judging by what's coming out of the machine. I'm not sure about this. So yeah, just move that over there. Sorry about the quick menu up there to explain what's going on. For some reason the mouse remains active in my recording menu and occasionally flickers over the mute button, which is bad. I don't like being silenced. I don't do self-censorship either, so I'm sorry about that. But the way it is the way it is, and I'm a child of logic, so some of the things that don't make sense in the world really cook my noodle. I may sound very self-satisfied and at ease and everything. Trust me, I'm not. I have plenty of questions, but there's no answers out there. But yeah, no, there's plenty of answers out there for Out of Ore now. There's plenty of other creators, and they're doing great things. So big up to all of the other guys who are creating. It's all going very nicely, I think. Very nicely. I'll just make another cut in at this end, and you can see some detail glitching in the footage. That's because I've got the graphics set on medium. Because my machine is a tank, but it's a tank from a couple of years ago. So I need to do some upgrades and updates. But yeah. Need more subscribers so I can get on the YouTube grave train for that, or I don't know, contact me, I'll set up a Patreon, whatever you have to do for those, people who send people stuff and we unbox it and test it for you. I don't know, it'll be kind of cool, living the dream. Keep on dreaming, JP. Keep on dreaming. But yeah, so for the next couple of hours I'm probably just going to dig away at this area, extend this cut all the way around this valley so that I can expand this machine. Reposition some hoppers. There's going to be all those kind of shenanigans going on here. Classic early setup of mine sort of behaviour. And that's what I mean by just backing out. You see how I've left that overhang there with the bucket? And that's the joy of the bulking mode. In the other mode, everything would have turned to balls, it would have all collapsed around, and it would have made a right mess. A bit like how I made a mess up of backing up to that hopper. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Hopefully going to get some other content onto the channel soon. All of this pyrotechnicking in mining in the game and everything has got me interested in it in real life, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure what's going to go on. Might be footage of me in getting some new fingers, or it might go well. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I suspect it won't involve new fingers. I'm actually pretty good with that kind of thing, but we'll see how it goes. Likewise, there might be some mechanical stuff. I do real life stuff occasionally, I promise. It's been really cold and wet and damp and horrible, and that kind of keeps me in playing games, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for the world, got to admit. I know I can be hard work in real life. Anyway, so yeah, hard work in real life I am, but also hard work is what you're going to need to put in Out of Ore, I'm afraid. This game takes a while to play in the career mode. If you're playing just to play, sort of in the sandbox kind of mode where you can buy everything and money's no object, rah-de-rah-de-rah, it's a great game, yeah. You'll have a lot of fun in an hour. But you'll still only dig so far. It takes time to get down to bedrock, for instance. So you got to bear that in mind, and that's one of the reasons why I'm digging into this hillside as fast as I am, is because I'm trying to get into some stonework. But when I get there, I do need to rebuild this machine quite badly. So that will probably be the subject of the next video. So yes, I will carry on working for your pleasure on the prototype versions of this game, and I will also be trying to get into this map a little and digging some holes, because the haul roads, that kind of thing. There's some other vehicles to play with as well, I think. I know that there's a 4x4 truck that I should really be running around in. I own a Land Rover in real life, for crying out loud. So yeah, I don't go out in it enough, by the way. I think it doesn't use much fuel. It's not a gas guzzler. I think I last put fuel into it before COVID. So yeah, it's not doing many miles because of my physical condition. Yeah, that hillside's just got a challenge. Look at it, it's covered in seams and ore, and there's stuff everywhere. So that needs cutting out, and it's going to make a nice looking quarry. So yeah, I quite like the new real estate we're sitting on in the game. It's brilliant. New maps are where things are in the game, and I think I need to make a suggestion to the dev about this, the mapping issue. But we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know when I actually screw up my courage and write a message to him. Yeah, yeah. Pretty timid when it comes to online interactions. Kind of weird, really. I make YouTube videos, but maybe I'm the new Tom Scott. Who knows? Check him out, by the way. Yeah. God, throwing references everywhere. Jeez. Is there such a thing as YouTube name bombing or name dropping? Like, can you crash someone else's channel by getting them enough hits? Yeah, who knows? So anyway, I'm going to carry on here without you guys and leave you to it and stop wasting your time, and I'll see you in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, constructive criticism, big up comments. You're all the greatest. You really are. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.